Pro days are happening. Drake May is throwing at UNC's pro day. Apparently, Joe Shane and Brian Daboll of the Giants are not there. They're at Washington's pro day and Michael Penix's pro day, and there they are up on the screen right there, chit-chatting with the defensive coordinator in Washington, Steve Belichick, right now. The Giants have a presence at UNC, but Daboll went to see Penix. So sources say the team will work out and meet with Drake May in the coming days. That's Mike Garafolo of NFL Network fame. So lots to talk about in future days on what's going on in the draft. Giants looking at Penix.
Got some Michael Penix news, too.
What do you have over there,
Phil
T.J.
Yates.
Jefferson?
He, I don't think he threw, but he ran a 40 and he did a vertical jump. So Phil Yates said there was a few different stopwatches, but they had him clocked between 4.56 and 4.59, and he jumped 36.5-inch vertical.
I mean, that's an excellent time for him.
All right, so Barry's officially a 4.53
4.53 on one watch, 4.56 at the Huskies pro. I mean, that's an excellent time for him. And look, it's just it's going to come down to the medical for him, without question. Without question, he had the most impressive throwing day at the combine, without a doubt. And the ball just came out of his hands in a way that it didn't come out of the hands of anybody else. That's and I say that, pounding the table for J.J. McCarthy as I do every second I get. You know how I feel about him. Mm-hmm. But I'll shoot you straight. When Penix was working out at the combine, I'm like, that guy right there has a hose. And not just that, just throws a pretty ball. Like it's an NFL film spiral out of his hand every single time. It didn't come out poorly once. He looked great. And neck up. I mean, he had me concerned that Michigan, defensively had a pro-style defense. And as we know, with the number of prospects that they had shown up at the combine, pro players all over the place. And Penix can really figure stuff out pre-snap, which is what you want out of a rookie quarterback. And he's 24 also, 3 years older than McCarthy. So you got a whole and left-handed also. Like it's totally different styles of quarterbacks that you have. And if he can run a 4.5 as well, that's pretty sweet. So he is an intriguing prospect. The only question is where do you place him? Did the Giants really take him 6th overall? Because the bottom line is if you don't think he's going to be there in the second round, the Giants might choose somebody else top of the draft, like Malik Neighbors. Not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting there at 6. They might trade up at 3 to see if Drake May's the guy anyway. Going from 6 to 3 is not that large of a jump. In the same way that, if the Vikings love Drake May, that's going to be a significant jump. That might cost him a first-rounder next year's draft, too. Mm-hmm. I saw a draft idea where the Vikings would trade up to 3 by swapping picks at the top of the draft and then flipping them in next year's first round as well. And then also coughing up this year's first-round pick, too, that they just acquired. It would cost a lot. It would cost a lot.
I mean, but if that's your guy and you feel he's worth it, then
right. Or the one I saw was trading up to 4 to get J.J. McCarthy, where with Arizona, which also has 2 first-round picks, because Arizona has one 27th overall, right? That Houston Texans traded that one to Arizona in last year's draft. And they would swap those picks. Minnesota would then swap those picks 4 and 27 with 11 also going to Arizona this year. And also Arizona gets one next year. So Arizona doesn't have to drop too far down.
Okay.
So there's a lot of machinations going on. But the question is Penix, do you use it there or do you trade back up into the first round at the end and try and get him in the same spot like, say, Baltimore got LJ back in the day.
At the very end of it, yeah.
So that's a conversation there. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.